Hey, y'all.
We are officially live. Morning, folks. Lester and Jamie here, and this is Coffee with J and L.
We're going to need a lot of coffee today. Some of us are going to need a lot of coffee today.
I think everyone probably can tell who's who out of the one who needs a lot of coffee. Hey, I'm going to go turn off that fan. Do you mind?
I don't think it matters. What does it matter? Are you going to turn off Dinky Daryl too?
I might turn off Dinky Daryl as well.
No one will hear the fan. I asked the other night, I'm like, can you hear the ice machine? No. Can you hear the fan? No. It's us.
It's us.
Does it bother you?
So as a former school teacher, I was the teacher who I could not handle it if I had a couple of kids off having little side conversations. And at one point of my teaching career, they were trying to include more of the teacher aides to come into the classrooms and assist with small groups.
So that was probably a distraction to you.
Yes, while the teacher was teaching, you wanted this paraprofessional to walk around and like pull a couple of kids to a small group. And there was no way I could be in front of the classroom trying to teach, kind of demanding attention and focus and doing all that I do to be animated, to get a lot of kids to engage and interact. When over in the corner was this lady or fella sitting there with a couple of kids trying to teach some kind of a math or language skill. I'm like, I can't focus. I cannot focus on what.
So does that fan make you not focus?
So, ultimately, I'm fine.
You want me to go turn it off?
No, because I'm looking over there at Millie in front of it and like she's enjoying it. So, good morning, everybody.
Oh, what a good morning.
Hi to hello, everybody.
What a great morning it is. Some of us got some great sleep.
Here we go again.
But somebody was out until 2:30 in the morning. Party animals, just, not coming home.
Party animal is right. And those party animals would be the likes of Jolene and Prince Willie Joe, Danny and Ruby. I did continue back on my mowing last night. I'm making an effort to get all of the JL Ranch property mowed. I like to have all that done. At the same time, if that makes any sense to you all, a lot of folks won't get this. And some folks think this is just absurd. But I'm not the kind of guy who can mow this piece of the yard one day, then I'll come back tomorrow and mow that section of the yard over there. And then I'll leave that section over there for a while because it's fine. I'm not that kind of guy. I have to mow. I want everything uniform. And so at the JL,
I was just going to say, in Plum Grove, when you have one yard that's like the yard was less than an acre.
Pause.
Easy.
We had the cemetery. We had all three of the attached pastures.
That's what I was going to say.
And the yard and the driveway. And so I would do all of that on the same setting.
Yes, but the JL is 50 acres.
Yeah, 50 acres. And so it took me 6.5 hours to mow the front. And you assume that it'll be about the same on the back because the front property, 25 acres, the back 25 acres. But the back is a monster in itself. It's just a monster of a piece of property with all of the, obstacles. We'll just call them obstacles. Now we have, obviously, all of my tractor implements, my tools, are sitting in different spots. I have 3 hay rings that we don't use. Probably never going to use them. That are all sitting
we'll use
around
them this year.
I have a 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 big burn piles that I cannot get to burn. We have a dry creek that splits it in half, which I have a hard time getting through. And not to mention, we have a lot of trees. There's a lot of trees in the back.
Well, and so I do have one question. Did you find that because I didn't ask you this last night when you came home, do you find that doing it at night that the deer are up and about so you don't have the same fears that you do during the day about little fawns bedding?
I haven't seen any baby deer in a month or longer. So I don't think it's that time of year. I think at this time of year, all the deer are old enough to be up with mom. But no, you didn't even ask. Did I finish? No, I'm still going. It's just,
I assumed that you got tired is what I assumed.
Well, I was tired. I was sleepy, tired. and I'm tired of sitting. The mower, just the tractor, and boom, 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 boom. And I'm so scared because it's dark. I can't see as well. I'm going to run over something and mess up my tractor. I don't want to mess up my tractor.
That is scary.
I don't want to mess up my brush hog. I don't want to tear up my stuff. But anywho's.
Well, I get a little anxious because he doesn't always look at his phone when he's doing that.
Yeah.
It's dark. I'm expecting him to be home like right after dark, and he's not responding to me. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I don't fall asleep until he's either home or we have said goodnight. Like, that's just what we do. And you took like 2.5 hours to respond to a text last night, and you're like, I'm going to keep mowing, which means that I have to stay up and find something to do. And I did get a lot accomplished, for the record. The house is really clean.
Sue Gully says, I want my whole yard mowed the same day as well. Thank you, Sue. It's just so hard with 25 large acres there in the back. I could mow the entire front in a day with the tractor and the lawnmowers. But no, I will say this. I know that Jamie's kind of like jokingly implying that out with the wild, crazy party animals, weren't you? No, I came home and I looked as bad. I looked the coal miner. I came home and I was looking quite the coal miner.
You looked beat up. Like the way you walked.
Yeah, the way I walk. Don't let me demonstrate. Please don't let me demonstrate.
You just look like,
guys, you can't feel your legs. If you can't feel your legs, you don't know if they're under you or not. You feel like you're like.
When I say like coal miner, I mean like old school coal miner, like before there were like buckets and trains to go down in and like trams, like where you went in and you mined it yourself. Like that's what you looked like last night when you came back up. You couldn't move. You're all stiff and covered in dirt, and
then when I take off my cap, you had
a ring around
there's a ring of where all that dust covers you.
Yeah.
And then I'm allergic to something over there because I get to mowing certain pastures, and next thing I know, my eyes are watering, I'm sneezing, I just feel like in my lungs, like my respiratory system is all whacked. And so and then I was on kind of a high. So once I finally got home, I wasn't like bed tired. I was tired from the exhaustion of the long day, but I still sit there and watch 2 movies. One movie I watched on the couch, Jamie was already asleep. And then I come to bed and I tossed and I turned and I tossed and I turned. And she goes, are you okay? I'm like, I can't sleep. And she goes, take your meds. I'm like, I already did. I double dosed and I still can't sleep. So I'm like, can I watch TV? And I feel bad because I started watching TV. I was watching a movie, and at some point I finally dozed off. Anyway,
Strangers in the Tree.
Yeah, I hear them. Why are we sitting here talking about how?
I don't know, but I have one more question, then I'll drop it. Do you
Okay.
feel hungover this morning? And I don't mean like from a drinking or anything.
I'm still drowsy.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I was giving a hard time, like, oh, well, when we were kids and we went out and my mom would wake us up with the dang vacuum. And I say kids, teenagers, and we would stay out really late. My mom would be sure that we were getting up normal time. There was no sleeping in. No,
my mom was the same way. If she had to be up at 6, we all had to be up at 6. The kitty cat's here in the tree behind us.
It's Stranger.
He's not stuck.
He's actually just climbing on the roof.
Now he's gone to the roof of the awning here of the.
Wait, he's right there. Come on, Stranger. Get up there. Stranger's the most vocal cat that we have.
Stranger's meowing not because of the tree, because of who's under the tree.
Yeah. There's a guest waiting.
Stranger wants Stella to walk away. She's like, just Stella, if you'll just walk away, I'll come down. And Stella's like, I'm just gonna watch you. I'll just sit here and watch, and just like tapping her fingers, just tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, Stranger's fine. Stranger's used to climbing trees and used to being out and about. All good. Yeah,
it was funny because this morning I told Jamie, I sat down, I said, I feel kind of forced gumpish.
Show him how it was in the beginning.
Well, Jamie helped me kind of take away she kind of deforested me.
One more.
But Jamie, we don't have to go all this, but I came out and I said, I feel very Forrest Gump. And she goes,
I literally go like this. And I'm like, undo this. pull yourself together here, Marl. Let me help you.
All right. So
I'm like, now you look relaxed, like a rancher.
She helped me a little bit, so I feel fine. And I'll wake up. This is my first cup of coffee. Now, you've been up for a while,
I've done a lot this morning already. I did Voodoo's wound. I got the horses and donkeys fed. I fed the littles hay. I scrubbed all the water troughs, replaced them. I've already moved the sprinkler 3 times. I watered 2 and weeded a little bit. And I started rethinking some of my project back here. They don't really know a lot about that project, by the way.
I think we just kind of showed them. We will not talk a lot about it. We're not going to talk much about it at all. But we do have quite the gardening project underway. And I say we, it's more Jamie than it is me.
No, you did a lot of the heavy stuff.
I'm the muscles, but she's the brains behind it. As a matter of fact, it's cute because today's video, I think it's today's video coming out.
You only giggle like that when you've done something naughty to me.
It is something naughty. So I here's the funny thing about it. I preach, and I've been preaching this for a while now. Ever since we've got so many creators on Morrow Hill, I've been trying to preach to everybody to everyone stay in your lane and video your content. Don't jump over and keep videoing other people's stuff. And there's a story behind it. Whenever I was the only creator on the hill, I could video my dad's bull Billy. I could video Uncle Dan's whatever. I could video Jake's whatever. I could video anything on that hill. Morrow Hill was fair game because I'm the only creator. No one's going to know. I'll video it so everyone can get the full story. And then eventually, as more creators begin to kind of pop up, and next thing you know, my dad's making videos. Jamie's making videos before my dad, right? But other people are making videos. Yeah. And I felt like, if I talk about Billy, then I'm going to get into my dad's content. My dad never comes and talks about my animals. So I need to kind of start moving away from making videos of Pawpaw stuff. And then you got Jake making videos. At that point, he was working for us. So all of Jake's videos were, we forgot to show Facebook.
Yeah.
All of Jake's videos were about our animals. And sometimes Jake would tell the story before one of us could.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, that's Jake. I wanted to tell. Those are babies. I wanted to talk about, whatever. Jamie's always had things that she enjoys more. I've enjoyed my own content of things. And so we've kind of got it now where everyone's being really good about trying to stay home. That's not home, but stay in your own area and focus on your own stuff. Well, sometimes it's hard because Jamie and I are doing this project together. More Jamie than me, but like she said, I'm the muscle, she's the brains, but I'm also a video creator. And I like to show what I do with my time. I like to show what I do with my day. And one day, Jamie wanted to go get some plants. And even though I know she's the greenhouse, she's the green thumb, she's the gardener in the family, I needed the video. I needed the video because so much of my time was consumed with helping. So I was like, you know what? I'm only going to record a tiny piece of this video. And then the next day, I'm going to record a tiny piece of this video. I'll record a little bit of this one. And if I put all these little videos in different videos, like compilations, no one will ever see the whole project until Jamie's video comes out. Yet I've had a bunch of filler space. You know what I mean by filler?
So I record my videos on Saturday, Sunday on my days off. Lester records his videos the day he posts them.
Well, I'm trying to because I think that people appreciate more real time, as close to real time as possible.
So mine don't play till like 5-6 days after the whole thing's done, and people are like, yeah, we saw that on Lester's video.
Sorry, but y'all can't say that. Y'all have to stop saying that to her.
It's true.
If it's true, it's true, but don't tell her and she'll never know. She doesn't watch my videos. That's okay.
I don't have time to watch any videos.
No, so one day I come out, we were going to go get the plants. And I'm not going to give away the whole story of where we went, but it was a road trip to a very special place that Jamie just loves to get plants. And so I come out and I'm like, as we're driving, I need to finish up this video. And I'm like, okay, I need about 3 minutes before I can finish my video. I need about 3 more minutes. So I'm like, what can I do real fast? So I'm like, sheesh, I'm just going to go out and video what we're about to go do. So I walk over here and I video. Now, this is Jamie's pride. I make sure I give you credit, but I'm helping. Anyway, she caught me. She cranked up her truck right here in the garage, and she saw me videoing.
Sure did.
And then I was like, oh, no. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes are watering. I'm not crying, y'all.
You can cry. It's okay.
A lady over here is complimenting me on my color blue shirt.
It's a great shirt.
And I wore color blue yesterday, and I actually try to wear blue a lot when we go live because of the compliments. Yesterday I was talking about something funny, and I got distracted because Jake and Lissa and that darn boss baby show up on my live. But what I was saying before they showed up was the fact that in typical man fashion, and I think this extends to women too, in typical man fashion, we find an outfit that we like, a couple of outfits, and we have been known to overuse those outfits. The same way we learn a dance move and we overuse it. That's the only dance we ever do. We learn one move, and that's all we ever want to do. Doesn't matter what the move is, but that's all we're going to do. And we learn one funny joke, and we tell that joke over and over and over and over. And so men... And this goes back, I was saying this yesterday, this goes back to when I was like in middle school, and my mom got me a pair of Jordache. They were probably the knockoff brand. They weren't the real Jordache, but they were the knockoff Jordache. And I thought, this is my favorite pair of jeans. And this is my favorite comb in my back pocket. And these are my favorite pair of shoes on my feet, whatever they were. Probably British Knights. And they were also a knockoff, the BKs. And next thing you know, I'm wearing the same outfit day after day after day. I didn't care if anyone knew because it's my favorite outfit. And I find myself to this day, even though I don't have a whole closet. The whole closet belongs to Jamie. I have.
You have half.
Do not make me go in there. Don't make me go in there with this camera because I'll take these guys on a field trip. I promise you I will. But I have a small section in the closet with some really decent looking clothes that Jamie's bought me. Yet, what do? I find myself going through the same outfit multiple days of the week, even at my age.
It's also my fault, though, because I do daily laundry. So, like, if I wasn't washing clothes every single day, it wouldn't be so convenient for you to do that as well.
I may have to just pull an LE and wear them one this way, then tomorrow inside out. No. But listen, here's the funny thing. I know when I was in high school, I remember this from my high school. I was a senior and I had a teacher. She taught English, I believe, and her name was Miss Martin, and her family owned a car dealership in town. So, and they also had a really nice home. Everyone knew where they lived down this one, well, they called it Circle Drive. That's where all the rich people lived. And Miss Martin and her husband lived around Circle Drive. So we all knew where she lived. We all knew what company her husband owned. And Miss Martin would always brag to us. She goes, "You'll never see me wear the same outfit twice throughout the school year." So we would watch. Now, we didn't have phones back in those days, but we would watch. And she didn't every single day. And there's almost 200 school days, y'all. 200 school days in a school year. And Miss Martin would wear a different dress every single day. And she never, and I'm thinking, how does she do that? Well, that kind of brought my attention to watching people. And sure enough, I would start from that point on where I would go mostly with women, and I would notice some women never repeat an outfit, and some don't. And this is a funny joke. Give me your hand because I love you so much. I'm going to put my hands. You know, when you do this, it's serious. Do y'all know that this girl has been guilty of, so what we do with social media is we pull up memories, okay? every day on our Facebook, we have a memory from a year ago, or a memory from 2 years ago, or a memory from 3 years ago. And some morning she'll say, "Oh my gosh, look at this memory." And I'll look at it, I'm like, "Jamie, you're wearing the same dress. You're wearing the same dress in this memory."
It's
So
bad.
here's the thing. Here's what, it's not bad. I don't care. But I think that a lot of y'all probably do care, even though y'all never say. I don't think they say anything.
I
do
don't
they?
think they say it.
I don't
but
think y'all
feel
say
bad
it.
because I have a rotation, and like and that's really sad. I have. The other day, one was 5 years old, and I was wearing this exact same dress, and I'm like, oh, that's bad.
I think it's great on one hand that you can hold on to your clothes that long. I also think it's great that you kind of maintain the same weight, the same style of look.
That's what's horrible is I must be so out of style because women's clothes aren't like men's clothes.
Oh no.
And like, but it's my style, I guess. So I don't know. Like, I do get sad though when like the washing machine eats one or something like that because this is like my attire. The really weird part though is I don't feel like first of all, when I watch those memories, I don't feel like it's really 5 years ago or 6 years. Like it doesn't like comprehend because to me, it just keeps going and going and going. And I also don't realize how like some of my clothes are that old because never in my life did I ever like keep up with the same thing. I don't know.
Well, so you're not a Miss Martin type then. You're not going to be a Miss Martin and tell the whole class.
I don't have time for that. Like my best guess is that I order from Shein like once a year and I will maybe add 2 or 3 things to what I'm wearing. But even that is like add one into the rotation because 2 got ruined in the washer or something like that, or ruined out in the pasture because that has happened as well.
Do you remember I used to have it was very unfashionable, but I love that outfit. And I finally stopped wearing it. It was my sweater vest.
It's still here.
You remember my sweater vest?
Yeah.
So I used to have a sweater vest. And guys, it was the kind of outfit that I just thought I looked really good in. I think it looked good on my shoulders, on my arms. I think it made me look good, or at least I think it did. And so I would overwear it. And I wore that thing for years. And I take care of my clothes. They last for the most part. And I took Jamie to a comedy club. And we sat too close to the front. And I'm guessing that sweater vests were out of style, like
Lester
10 years out of style.
Lester was an object of the show.
Well, I was a bald guy sitting close to the front wearing a sweater vest. And next thing I know, I am the butt of every joke that man told that night. I was the butt of every joke.
Sure.
I was the one that everyone looked at and laughed at the entire night. He could not find anyone else to pick on besides me. And he went from my sweater vest to my bald head. He went all over the darn place with me. He went all over the place. And I'm sitting there trying to be a good sport and just kind of like laughing about it. And in real life, I'm thinking, is my sweater vest really that out of date? I'm looking around.
It wasn't.
As I'm looking around, no one else is wearing one.
To me, but that's the weird part is to me, it wasn't. So like, that's where I'm like now questioning all of my style choices because I know I walk into a store and I'm like, oh no, that's not, I would never wear that. Like never. And there's nothing for me to buy in Target. There's nothing. Walmart will always have black leggings and they usually come out with one dress a year that I might wear. This year was not that year, but I don't walk into a store and buy clothes. Like I don't find anything attractive or anything like that. Even shopping with.
Hold on now. When you and the girls do y'all's little Goodwill shopping things, that's a lot of fun.
But I find them at Goodwill. That's what I was going to say. It's like a normal commercial store. I don't find anything. Goodwill I will because it's everybody's old stuff because I'm stuck 10 years ago, I think. But even going with Lex, I took Lex once this year and then you took Lex and Connor and then I took Alora. Going with Lex, like boy stuff doesn't change. It reminds me of the exact same stuff that I used to buy for Xander at that age. And then as far as Alora, that greatly changed. And her little fashion sense surprised me because her stuff that she loved was things that I would have wore in the 90s, like things from the movie Clueless, if you know that movie at all. Do you know that?
No. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
And I have realized like I've officially stepped out of the no or the style or anything like that.
If we can change the subject, but sort of staying on the same topic, Goodwill. I'm kind of jealous of.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit jealous of Stephanie and Buddy. That's my nephew and his beautiful wife Stephanie. They someone gifted them a date book, and it was like 500 date ideas.
Oh my God. I forgot to tell you. Somebody gifted us a something very similar. While you're talking, I'm going to go get it.
Well, wait, can you refill our coffee?
Yeah.
Somebody gifted them a book about date ideas. And so every chance they get to go and have a date night, they open this book and they follow along with whatever the next topic of discussion is. And on this particular date, they had to go to a thrift store and shop for each other. So Stephanie had to go to Goodwill and shop for Buddy. Bud had to go shop for Stephanie. All they had to know were each other's sizes. And then whatever they picked out, the other person had to wear on their actual date to go have dinner or wherever. And they had to have a stranger take a photo of them. And so that was a lot of fun. That video that I watched was so much fun. And I'm thinking, dang it, Jamie, why can't our date nights be more like that? Why can't we have those kind of date nights? And I'll say this, Buddy is a lot like me in the fact that nothing really embarrasses him. Not really. I mean, he'll sometimes get tickled at himself over something here and there, but Bud doesn't get embarrassed a whole lot. Stephanie is typical, young lady, and she does get embarrassed. So Bud found her a magnificent outfit, just a rocking outfit. And it was just really, really cute. And I told Jamie, darn it, man, that's what I want to do. That sounds like a fun date.
Can we do it anyway?
Not like our dates are not fun, but we have wonderful dates. But we don't have
that?
those kind of dates.
Can we do that anyway?
Sure.
Can we copy? Is it wrong to copy off of them?
For the lady who keeps saying that my face is red, well, my face is red. It's my high blood pressure, and it's 95 degrees with
hot.
high humidity.
And we're drinking hot coffee.
And I'm drinking hot coffee, and my face is red. Who cares? Sheesh, Jamie.
Can we do one of those date nights?
Yeah, but I just feel like we're going to be copying Steph and Buddy, and
we can call it out that we're copying though.
Okay, we like their idea, and we're going to copy it. So you're going to actually wear whatever I pick out, though, because I don't think that you would.
I will, and you're gonna wear what I pick out.
I have no problems wearing what you pick out, but I don't think.
Are there any rules?
Well, I mean, it has to actually fit. You can't get me a.
Okay.
I don't look like Charlie Chaplin walking around some kind of giant suit or anything.
Deal. Can we do that today?
Well, I have a red face,
That's
according
okay.
to one lady. I don't know.
But look, somebody sent us these.
Oh, this is date night ideas.
Oh, let's scratch one off.
Oh, Lord. All right, we're going to open up this date night idea.
No offense, Lester, but I don't think you pick out something right for Jamie, Debbie says.
It will not be right.
It won't be right. That's going to be the thing, is like he will intentionally take it to the next level. Oh, it came with 2 little scratchers.
Okay, scratch off dates. Oh, so you can't actually see it until you scratch it off.
Yes.
So you pick a card and then you scratch it off, and you have to do it.
But it tells you what you need in it. So this one you need
a box, a car, and food.
And it's before 3 p.m. and 1 to 3 hours.
Oh, and it's going to cost you between $30 and $50.
That's pretty neat.
Oh, so
this one's free.
So this over here, okay, so what Jamie's trying to say is on the back, before you scratch it off, you have to be able to make sure you have all of these different criteria you can meet. So this date night is going to cost between $35 and $50. It has to be done before 3 p.m.
Really cool.
And it's going to take between 1 and 3 hours.
So this
you will also need something in a box.
Yeah, I don't know what the box
means. A car, and I guess you'll be having dinner or something.
So this one says you'll be at home and have a box, and it's going to take 1 to 2 hours. It can be done anytime, and it's free. This is really cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, what does this mean? Look
Jamie,
at this.
Look at this one over here.
Yeah, I have new symbols. A car. Is that a cookie?
Look, I have like an explosion.
You have like a
boom. Oh my gosh. Maybe go to Academy and buy something that will explode. What do they call that? Tannite, dynamite, not dynamite. Tannerite. Have y'all seen people using that stuff?
Ooh,
Like
this one has a door.
idiots.
Uh-oh. This one has a baby carriage. What the hell does that mean? We ain't doing that one.
No, we ain't taking no babies with us. Or we ain't coming back with no babies.
No. So what are you going to do? Shuffle them up and just pick one to scratch
Oh,
off?
we're going to do it?
Let's scratch it off. Let's do
Oh,
one.
Lord. Okay. I'll let you pick, man.
I don't want to be held responsible for this. Oh, wait. Look, it tells us the outside, inside, munchies, grub, sloppy, house nanny. Oh, the baby means you have to get a nanny.
Oh, okay. There's
Travel,
a baby, you get the nanny.
Materials, and break a sweat. That little running man was break a sweat.
Buddy, they have a scratch off. There's a scratch off as well.
Yeah, there's a book.
Oh, it's a book. So you can't really pick and choose your date. You just got to do what it tells you to do. All right. Well, are you nervous about this?
Yeah, I am.
All right. So we're going to try to do it today then. So it needs to be something that doesn't have like 10 hours. There's no travel involved. We have to make sure that the criteria is something we can actually do. So I'm going to hold up the stack.
I want to hold it. I want you to pick. I don't want to be held accountable for this.
I will not even look. Okay. So, Jamie, is this a darn one that we just looked at? Look, it has the exact same criteria.
Do you want to pick a different
Between
one?
35 and 50. It needs to be done before 3 p.m. and it's going to last between 1 and 3 hours. You'll need a car. It'll be something to eat, and there's something with a box. Do we know what the box means yet? All right. Well, here's your little scratchy majiggy.
Materials.
Oh, we'll need some materials. All right. So this is what we're doing today.
Well, maybe it says you may need to purchase materials.
So listen, I just want everyone to know that we are not. Okay, we are copying Stephanie and Buddy. We're copying Steph and Buddy.
Somebody sent this to us.
But don't they always say that the highest form of flattery, Jamie, Steph and Bud, the highest form of flattery is when someone copies what you do or what you say or how you dress or where you date and how you date. Okay, so we're going to show y'all a very high form of flattery and we're going to copy your date night idea. Okay, putting it out there that if you want to see the originals, the OGs, you go find Steph and Buddy. All right, here we go. Scratch her off and let's find out. Oh, boy. Are y'all nervous? We're all nervous, Jamie.
Oh, my God. Lester Morrow. Lester Morrow.
Now, there's no way I could have done that on purpose.
You see that, right?
There's no way. Y'all.
Lester Morrow.
All people are talking about is how I don't match. Red shorts
Lester Morrow.
and a blue shirt.
Do you read that?
Okay.
Yay, you picked that out.
This is no. I did not. There's
Is
no
this the
way.
same thing that they have?
There's no way this can be manipulated. Everyone saw us do this at random. Jamie. Okay, I'm going to read it. You read it.
Go to a thrift store and follow these rules. Buy your partner one piece of clothing of your choosing. Wear that piece of clothing your partner bought you and go out to lunch. Take a photo and post it on your social media using date night ideas. I swear to baby Jesus that you just picked this randomly.
So swear to the other Jesus, the adult Jesus too, because no one's going to believe you. No one's going to believe you. I hope that you all watched us open the box. Me with my box cutter, get it all open. Jamie, and me go, and I even tip a hat and grab something. Guys, you can't make this stuff up.
Now we have to do it. We were like destined to do that today.
Oh.
Goodwill, here we come, friends.
Well, I just was saying how awesome that was.
That is bizarre.
Here's the thing. No one's going to believe us. People don't believe stuff like this
happens. They watched
happens.
it happen online.
They're going to find... We watch all kinds of stuff on the news that we know is fake news,
This was
Jamie.
live.
Yeah, it was live.
In the words of Jake and Lissa, it was live. How do they say it? Live.
I don't know, but I got to sweat.
I feel it on you.
I am sweating.
Are you nervous about what I'm going to pick you at the thrift store?
Yes.
This is really cool. And whoever sent it, thank you so very much.
All right. Well, I know one thing I will not be getting for you.
Do not get me a denim leotard.
A denim leotard with some really...
Don't do that to me.
Okay. It'll be something Jamie-ish.
Maybe we should challenge the rest of the Morrow Hill to do this as well.
That would be a fun challenge. But listen, I'm going to say one last thing. You can't dress me like a woman either.
So it has to be gender
Yes,
appropriate.
we're not going to make fun of or go against the norms of society.
Deal.
And the norms these days. I'm not going to change my pronouns, Jamie. I am Lester.
We're going.
I'm Longhorn Lester.
We're going to Crosby. Crosby has the best goodwill.
I will not pick up a pronoun on this date. I will not.
That's fine.
And I'm not wearing a muumuu. You're going to find something that's made for men.
But what about a kilt?
Lord, I'm wearing underwear under my kilt. I'll wear a kilt by all means, but I'm going to wear undies. I will not have my man parts hanging out the bottom. I don't mean, never mind. Y'all know that I got a joke. I don't have my phone. I'm recording with my phone. And it's the joke, it's like a meme or a little sticker joke. And it shows a guy at a self-checkout. And he's leaning over his basket where he's wearing a kilt. And he's leaning over to grab something out of his basket, and his man parts are dangling. And it says item not found because they're dangling on top of the scanner. And I'm like, darn, how? I know it's dumb. Why are you making that face for?
Why is it on your phone, Lester?
It was, well, I saved it because I thought it was funny because we were just talking about kilts recently. And I thought it was it was a cartoon. It's not a real picture.
Oh.
It's a cartoon.
Oh.
It's just a drawing. But, and it's not the man part you're thinking about. It's the apples. It's the apples are hanging down, and it says item not found. Anyway, yeah, we're not. If I wear a kilt, I'm wearing.
I wonder if Lefkin has a Goodwill.
I don't think we're going to find any kilts over here, though.
Probably not. Let me see here.
Lisa Lee says we should make a rule where we cannot humiliate each other. Like, I think that's the whole point of it.
I'm like, that's really.
I think the point of the matter
don't you steal my fun, because that's really.
I think Jamie wants to humiliate me.
Ooh, there is one in. There's two in Lefkin.
I should have had iced coffee this morning.
Yeah. Okay, we can do Lefkin. Does that mean you're going to take me to the restaurant where they know us now?
No, our restaurant will be Golden Corral, where they also know me. But all right. Well, guys, I hate that you're going to think that we're going to make a repeat video of something you've already seen on another very wonderful channel.
But I think that if we challenge Rest Tomorrow Hills, we've all found things that we loved and thought was great and would love to see our other fellow creators do it as well. I'm not sure if anybody else would be into that, but if they are, I think we'll give it a try.
And then Miss Joanne wants to make sure it's okay that I wear my wig. Is it okay if I wear my wig?
You decide.
Okay, yes, I will be wearing my wig. Fun.
It's going to be a great day.
I'm still baffled, though.
How? I want to scratch off another one to make sure that all those say that. But I'm not going to, because that commits us, right?
No, we're doing that one. Don't scratch off another one. But that was bizarre. So what we should do
there's 35 in here, so it's a 1 in 35 chance of getting that date.
So how about every Saturday morning when we have our coffee, we will do one of these cards, and then we'll try to do it that day.
Okay.
And we can talk about our date on Sunday night when we do our next live together. How about that?
Okay.
However,
the next Saturday is not going to work.
Why?
You don't know this yet.
You're traveling?
You don't know this yet. I'm about to tell Lester something. Then you're going to get a very genuine reaction.
Next Saturday, you're not traveling.
It's not next Saturday. It's actually 2 weeks. No, so next Saturday's still okay. The following Saturday is not going to work out for that. So 2 weeks from this weekend.
Okay. Well.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
My mom is coming to town.
Well, your mom will have to go with us then. We'll have your mom can either go with us or she can babysit the dogs.
Okay.
Well, we'll have Lex and Connor also. So your mom will be able to be here to babysit.
It's also boat race weekend.
But that's on Labor Day itself, the Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's going to fly in for boat race weekend. She'll be here actually that Wednesday night.
Okay.
Until Monday.
All right. So let's make it a new tradition then. Rain or shine, I'm guessing. We'll have to just make sure that you don't have any outdoor.
Yeah.
Does it say on there outdoors?
Yeah, I think that tree is the thing that says
it's outdoors. Okay.
I think so. It doesn't, what's funny is it gives me the words, but it doesn't give me the symbol. So like this one is just like stay
A
home.
house.
This one is an outdoor with a guy sprinting. So
Oh no, exercise involved.
yeah.
Could we wait till it's fall?
Here's a car and eating.
That's like I can handle cars and eat.
This one says you're gonna this like if I would have looked at this before we got the cards out, I would like you're gonna drive to pick up a baby and you're gonna put it in a box and
Oh my gosh.
feed it cookies under a tree. That's what I would. Seriously, look at those symbols. Anyway, these are really neat. I don't know who sent these, but I was excited to open them.
So your mom's coming?
My mom is coming.
She gonna stay here in the RV?
Yeah, we got to clean out the RV. Lex and Connor are going to be moved to the house that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welp.
You have to stand up whenever you do that. You have to, if you're going to Midwestern it, you got to do it right. Like,
I would, except for the
and you
outfit.
gotta,
The
that's
outfit
it.
that I picked out is not an ensemble. Well,
No, you did it wrong. Get back down. You got to,
well.
and then it's automatically time to go. That is the Midwest way of saying goodbye.
No, we're not leaving right now. We'll spend a little bit more time with
I
you
know, I
all.
was just teasing.
I know. All right. Well, that's something to think about. 2 weeks from now, Jamie's mom will be here.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great.
Somebody goes, did he slap his knee first before he stood up? See, I told you.
Well,
Yep.
that's wrong.
No, that was right. Whelp and the slap at the same time, and then get up, and that's usually that's it.
Boy. Okay.
Anyway, somebody goes, that's not just a Midwestern thing. It is expanded, but Lester used to joke about. He's like, people would visit us here.
Yeah, here in the South, people don't leave. When they come to visit, they don't leave.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make them leave. Sometimes you really gotta. That's why you don't answer the door. You just don't answer the door. I mean, you have every car sitting in the driveway, but don't answer the door. Dogs are all barking, and you're trying to hold the dog's little snout so they don't. Because everyone's doing this. Just don't answer the door, and then they'll eventually finally leave. Now, some family will be looking in the windows. They'll really. You know who's the worst about that is my nephew, Ben. I love Ben, but he doesn't take a hint. Ben does not take a hint like that. And sometimes whenever Ben comes over to do a job for us, his real purpose for being here is not to make any money. It's not to do any work.
To hang out.
He wants to hang out. And Ben is full of stories. Ben can talk. I don't know where he gets that from.
Sometimes I'll be on the couch, like falling asleep at 8:00 at night. Like I can't do it anymore. And Ben will like still be asking questions and talking about whatever. Jamie, that one time you went to New York City, what did you watch this, or did you see this, or did you do this? And I'm just like,
yeah,
I'm dying here, Ben. Like I can't even like hold my head up anymore. So anyway.
No, Ben's wonderful, but whenever he comes over, you better know that at some point he's going to trap you somewhere, and he's just going to talk and talk and talk. But
what the point is that Lester used to be like, I don't know how to get people to leave. I was like, well, in the Midwest, we just go, well, and stand up.
Yeah.
And he goes, that works. I'm like, it's like the international communication of get the heck out. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, we're done here. Like, that's it. So it's kind of funny.
Well,
people are asking a lot of questions. Are you ready to go into that part of where we are yet?
Look at our kitty cat.
Stella's still sitting right here.
Yeah, Stella's right here below us. So that's why she won't come all the way down. Stella, be sweet to the kitty. Now,
let me go help strangers.
Stella may chase her, but she will not get her. Christmas is the one that will try to grab them, and Christmas gets slapped all the time. Christmas has so many slap marks across her face because she gets too close to the cats. I'm talking about you, Chrissy. Come here. Come here. Christmas, sweetie. I know Christmas shows up. She's always getting beat up, y'all. Christmas has so many cat slaps. Stella wants to love. Here comes Christmas.
Nope.
So anywho's. No, so to answer the question from a ways back, I have not finished with the JL Ranch property. I've had so many setbacks. And like I said, I'm getting closer. But last night, my eyes were almost swollen shut from whatever I had gotten into.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hardly breathe. and it's still 90 degrees at night, Jamie. It's 90
It's
degrees at
very
night.
stuffy. So we're in the triple digits for the next 5 days here. It's going to be a very hot weekend. What's wrong?
I was just seeing, I heard a vehicle, but it's down on the road. I'm talking about you, Chrissy. All right, so we're doing questions now.
Yes.
You said you wanted to talk about something in particular.
People are just asking about Laverne. And
Okay.
this morning, Laverne is resting.
No, Christmas.
But there are
No,
no babies yet. Oh, no. Did she get your best shirt dirty?
I'm about to sweat right through this shirt, is what I'm about to do.
It's made for sweat.
Yeah. So Laverne still has no baby, even though I feel like she's getting very close.
She is close. She didn't really come to eat last night.
And her and her mom have separated ways. And normally Laverne and Shirley are together all the time.
Yeah.
Everywhere they go, they're together. And to see Laverne off nesting in one of the corners in the shade and Shirley with all the other goats means that Laverne on her own, like, Mom, I need a few minutes here. I don't,
She's just taking some time. It also is extremely hot. So everybody's kind of laid up. Like they do a lot of different things early in the morning and then they're laid up middle of the day, resting.
We think that Annie is pregnant. And then whenever the Miss Tina, who is the alpaca shear lady, came by, she confirmed that. Now, this is not with any kind of tools or
no ultrasound.
It was just a lady who knows alpacas left and right, in and out, says, oh yeah, she's pregnant. And so that's been a couple of months back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long until we can expect a baby, but I know that in my video yesterday, a lot of folks were saying December based on whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. So the way that she's pregnant is 12, 14 months, something like that. So Indy was born in September and Oki was born in October. So I would say that it's November, December-ish.
Miss Grace says that what Spanish people do is they put a shoe by the door. They put a broom upside down in that shoe, and all of a sudden people start getting up. So I guess that's the hint, like, hey, I'm going to sweep. I'm about to start cleaning up.
Interesting.
That actually is pretty interesting because you think about it. Here's the thing. You might even get up and grab a broom. How would that be? Start sweeping around people.
I do that anyway. Like when we host events, I start cleaning up whenever things are starting to wind down because I'm like, I'm ready to be done.
Yeah.
I've done that before. Definitely like prom and things like that where you can't leave the food out all night, but I'm tired. You know, that type of thing.
All right. Keep talking about your animals. I'm sorry. I messed you up.
No, you're fine. Anyway, so November, December, I would say for Annie. And we'll just, listen, there's nothing that you do to prepare for alpaca birth. Like they are very self-sufficient and Annie is a 2-time mama. And when it happens, she'll go off and have a baby. And then hopefully we'll get to interact with it in the same way that she, we held Indy up front. And then of course we interacted with Oki. But there's a very big difference between male and female alpacas. Male alpacas are much more outgoing and female alpacas are much more reserved and cautious. And I think that like human moms, I would assume with each baby that they're different as far as their helicoptering, like less and less and less concerned, basically.
Yeah.
So maybe number 3 will be super outgoing and friendly. I don't want a male.
No, we'd rather have a female, and that would make our lives so much easier.
Yeah.
And then we also have to have a U name.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the hardest part.
And that'll be the last baby. That'll be the last baby.
At that point, that will be the end.
Oh my God, Eugene.
Hey, Jamie, it may have to happen.
No, because it has to, we have Annie, Ernie, Indy,
Eugenie,
Oki. It has
Eugenie,
to be. No, it has to be 2 syllables.
Eugenie.
That's 3.
How
about Yuri or Uki? How about Undy?
Undy. It's gonna have to be Undy, but that doesn't sound like a little girl's name. Poor little girl.
Know.
We'll figure it all out, yo. We'll get there. I'm gonna push for Eugenie because Jeannie is cute, and then Eugenie. It's a unique name. No one else has named that. I don't think.
I like Yuli.
Yeah, a lot of folks are
Ukulele.
asking about Tat. And guys, we don't know what's going on in his little head. We love little head. I don't mean that in a mean way, but he does have a tiny head for a big bird. We don't know what's going on with him. He's not being mean to us, but he is kind of being mean to Annie and Indy, running him around a lot. And it's like becoming a game to him, mostly during feed time, but also on occasion just when we're around. When we're around, it's like he wants all of our attention.
He doesn't want anybody
And so
to
we
come to the front.
We get the water hose out every day to water them down around the midday, and he wants the water to himself, and he'll start hissing at the other alpaca, the pigs who come up, but he only chases the alpaca. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm mad at Tat. I'm very like. It's not that I don't love him. I'm just really mad at him. I don't like what's going on. I don't like the way he's running Carl off. I don't like the way he's running the alpacas around. And
he's so big. I don't think people realize that even though Carl's his dad, Tat is such a big bird. And not only does he stand taller, but the mass, if you know what I mean, the mass of that bird is kind of like a bodybuilder or maybe a bodyguard. You picture like a bodyguard, and just the mass of a bodybuilding type person is just bigger everything, bigger legs, bigger arms, bigger neck, bigger body.
Yeah.
He's huge.
He's very big.
And it reminds me a lot of the other bird that was there with Carl when I got Carl. And that's why we got Carl, because he was being picked on by a much bigger bird. And I'm thinking to myself, how does someone pick on an 8-foot bird? Well, a 9-foot bird will pick on an 8-foot bird. And so we do think that Tat is more of the 9-foot variety. He's so bigger. He's like a big galoot, seriously.
But I'm scared. So like, here's my fears. And I tell Lester this every day. I'm scared that I'm going to have a moment where he turns to me, and where I don't have something to make me bigger in that second, because that's how you show dominance over them, is literally hold up a broom or something to show that you're bigger. But even that, he knows he's the biggest in all of the pasture. Would he then challenge me? So like, this is why women live longer, things about like going in there to do waters or going in there to feed up. Like, I'm super extra cautious because
you have to be. Yeah.
I'm scared of him.
Yeah, and we don't like that whenever we can't go into our own pastures. And then yesterday, it was a horrifying moment. I don't think I made it look horrifying, but there was a definite fear factor inside of me. I'm inside the pasture. I forgot what I was doing, maybe checking on Laverne or something. And all of a sudden, Annie walked by, and here come Tat.
That's what I mean.
And he's like bearing down on her. And I'm right there. Annie runs right past me. She and Indy run right past me. And I'm like, I couldn't get out of the gate. I couldn't move it. I was frozen with my phone. And here comes Tat running right past me. He never turned his aggression towards me. But if he had wanted to, there was nowhere to run. There was nowhere to go.
So can I say something that?
Oh, yeah.
I would like to rehome Tat. See?
I just love him so much. And I understand. You're right. We've loved animals that we've had to rehome because of safety issues, or knowing that animal was a threat to other animals and wasn't living its best life. And as of right now, even though I think Tat's living a good life, he's making it to where the other animals can't be relaxed. And the other animals,
I can't be relaxed.
And you can't be relaxed. And our safety, because it would be horrible if something bad happened to Jamie or one of the kids.
Or you.
Or me. But it's one thing if it happens to me, because I'm the one that brought the birds in. But for someone else, you couldn't live with yourself that way. So Tat is wonderful, and we all have loved him. He has such personality, but he is at a phase, and I think it's a phase, but I don't know. But then again, the only people who I would feel comfortable with would be the bird folks.
Yeah.
Who has Charlie and Susan.
Yeah.
Because they were like true bird people, y'all.
Yeah.
Like they're as bird people as what Jason and Brooke are, and Mary Carl. They're like, they know birds through and through. And this lady has every species of bird, and hundreds of them.
Yeah.
I mean hundreds. So I don't know.
Yeah,
It'd be a really tough
I'm sorry.
decision.
I know, and I'm sorry to bring it up like this, but I just like I don't like that fear. I don't, and there is no like people will say things like, Jamie, you had a fear of Rita too. I did, but a horse is trainable, and I can halter a horse, and I can handle a horse, and I can do a lot of things that you can't do that with an ostrich. There's no like saddle him up or halter him up and tie him to the post so that he learns things like that. They don't learn like that.
And so I'll say something else about the birds too, and I don't mean this in a mean way. I don't think they're going to know anyway, but birds, they are kind of dumb. So as a matter of fact, they don't learn a routine like other animals do. For example, they may find themselves into the pasture right here to eat, but that's only by chance. Even though we have a big 12-foot gate that opens and all the animals can go out and they all come in, the birds, they can't find that gate.
Not unless they watch someone else go through it. And if they're late to the party, they'll just walk up and down the fence the whole
walk
time.
Up and down the fence. And I'm like, the gate is the same place it's been for the last 3 years. The same gate that you walked out of this morning is still there. It hasn't moved. And they're like,
yeah. Yeah.
Their mouths are always open. And they have this, I love them. I do. I love them. God bless them. But, oh, they're so dumb. And they're that's where they get bird brained from. They're just kind of bird brained. Yeah. And so they will get out of the gate and we let them into the pasture. They'll make their way down by the road. And they sit there and they watch cars drive by. And I think they really love their life here. They find water. They can find the water from the creek or from the water troughs, but they will sometimes just act so darn dumb.
It's true.
Oh.
Totally true.
I feel bad saying that about them, but it's true.
Yeah.
Hence the word bird brain. Yeah, that's true. Jamie, we're getting close to the end of this live. How about we go to any direct questions you have?
People are asking about Voodoo. Voodoo's doing really well. I'm going to do a full video of him this weekend of what our routine looks like in the day, and then I'll show you his wound. It has improved greatly. We still have a ways to go, but we have made a lot of progress, and he's telling us that we have made that progress by wanting to be with the herd more than over here. So in the beginning, you could see him get worn out after 2 hours. You could see him then kind of extend that closer to 4 hours for several days in a row, where he wanted to be out there to eat breakfast and graze, but after that he was exhausted and he would wait at the gate and wanted to come back. And now he's telling us like he wants to be over there more than over here, even though this is where he's eating, everything like that. We're not ready for a full transition of back to normal yet, because he still has this open wound that still needs care several times a day.
You want to know how I can tell he feels back to normal?
How?
He has an attitude.
Yeah.
He has attitude now. And so an example is I've been trying to help out with the midday wound care. And so whenever Jamie tells me it's time, I'll go down to the pasture and I'll put the rope halter on and walk him up to the shop here where we stand inside under the fan and I medicate. And for the first week or so, it was easy. He was ready to go. He'd sometimes wait for me here at the gate, ready to come out. And so I'd put the rope halter, walk him right out, no problems. But these last couple of days, I have to go down and find him. He's like as far away as he can possibly go. He doesn't want to come. He hesitates. He stops. He puts on the brakes. When I finally get him to over here, he's so upset with me that he loves me and he wants to be sweet. Yet you can just tell
he's over it.
I'm over it already. And so he'll start purposely trying to mess with me, like knock over this and mess with that. And he's like difficult, like a difficult child. And he's being difficult and he's not easy. He's not just going right where I ask him to go. He's not doing what I ask him to do. He's over it. Yeah,
he's over it. And I don't blame him for being over it. This is 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks?
Yeah. Today's 3 weeks. Today's 3 weeks.
And for a horse, that's a really long time. But if he wasn't feeling good, he would be ready to go stand in his fan and just take a break and everything like that. So we know he's feeling good, and some of that attitude is a good thing. And he wants to be a horse. He doesn't want to go through this crap anymore. And he's got a little ways to go yet.
Yeah. So so seeing him be kind of a butthead is a good sign, because he's back to being himself again.
He's not being mean or destructive or anything, not harmful or anything. He just, in the beginning, he was just like, okay, I don't feel well. And now he's kind of like, could we do this faster? Like a kid, like, can we just do it faster? And where's my mint?
Just give me the treats. And can we just give me the treats? Hurry, just give me the treats. And Dr. Cochran said it's okay to put lesser and lesser of that gauze, because that's what's expected. They told us it's going to be between 4 to 6 weeks. We're at 3 weeks now. So we're halfway there. We feel like, if probably further than halfway.
Yeah.
So as far as the amount of gauze, we were at some point packing in there, I bet you 3 foot of gauze.
Fistfuls
of gauze into that wound so that it could drain.
We're down to 6 inches.
Yeah, I mean, we're just putting that much gauze, and there's nowhere else for it to go.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do, is continue to fill the entire void and let all that infection and let all that stuff heal from the inside out, and then let it close.
Yeah.
You can't let it close too early.
Yeah.
And so we're learning a lot. We've learned so much with all of this wound care.
This has probably been the biggest learning experience that I've had to date as far as wound care goes.
Everything's 4 to 6 weeks, says Lori. Isn't that true, though? Everything's 4 to 6 weeks. Shipping, 4 to 6 weeks. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, but he's doing really well. I'll get a video. I want to give him a full bath today as well. I'm sure that'll make him really happy. But it's time. He gets sprayed down every single day from here and his chest and his legs, and gets all of that old swat and Vaseline and everything off of him. But I want to use some soap today because he rolls, and it's just time. I like to give the horses a bath about once a month with soap. They get a daily rinse down, and they ask for it every single day, which is really cute and sweet. And the other horses go swimming, but Voodoo's not a swimming horse. He has no desire. I've never seen him get in water. Have you?
No, there's no fear of him getting infections from the pond.
No.
He doesn't get in the water like that.
No. So, but the other 3 will absolutely get in the pond. And if every afternoon, part of our routine is they will wait for me at the hose to walk out there right before dinner. I hose them down before dinner so that they get a nice, cool dinner. The last thing I'll say about Voodoo is that we're still feeding him. We're soaking his food. So he will probably remain eating separate for quite some time. So there'll still be some of his routine. It just won't be probably a pit stop here in the shop forever. It'll be, this will be probably removed as a midday thing, more so of just pull him out when it's time to eat type of thing.
The pond is a really pretty blue right now. They call it Blue Bayou, and it looks like a blue bayou. It really does. It looks beautiful out there. We've worked all week on the pond pasture, trying to get things ready for our Labor Day cardboard boat race.
Which we have to start saving some cardboard for.
Yeah, I have a wonderful idea this year. I do. I have a really good idea.
Okay.
And I'll make that a surprise, though.
I have an idea, too, so I'm eager to see what you're going to say.
Well, listen, friends, we've had you for an hour, and that's kind of the rule of thumb for social media. Other creators want to do their live as well, and we can't take all their time from them. But we are so blessed to have you. Hope you have a wonderful Saturday.
We love you, and we really are grateful that you choose to have coffee with us on Saturday mornings and put up with us and all of Lester's Forest Gumpness.
And thank you for giving us the greatest gift, which is time. I copied that straight from you.
Dang!
I got that straight from you.
Stealing my content and my words.
Well, you're saying hi to hello, and that comes straight from this guy.
That's
so
true. I love hi to hello.
Hi to hello. It's a new word, Jamie. It's spreading. As a matter of fact, whenever Farmer Ben, who is now a new daddy, well, it's not his first, but he's new. He even messages me hi to hello. Hey, Lester, hi to hello.
I love it.
He's gonna think that we all talk that way. His impression of us Americans must be like, I don't know how many other Americans he talks to, but if this is the impression he gets of American, I'm so sorry, America. I am so sorry, America, that this is how we represent ourselves to the folks over in the beautiful country of Scotland. Hi to hello there, Farmer Ben. And then I always put some kind of hi to hello, Farmer Ben. I always do something like piratey when we talk. So, anywho, all right. Well, let's get off of this live.
Looks like we have a day date to fulfill. We love you all so much, and we will catch you on the next video.
Bye, guys. Bye to hello.